everybody, welcome to another HIIT class. My name is Tessa and I'll be your instructor today. HIIT stands for High Intensity Interval Training, so today's going to be a really intense, really awesome circuit style training, and it's going to be a full body workout for the day. So we're going to hit legs, arms, abs, back a little bit, and it's going to be an awesome workout. So we'll start with a warm up. I'll take you through all the warm-up moves that we have, then I'll explain how the circuits are going to go, the timing of everything, how the exercises look, and some modifications for them. And then we'll finish together with a cool down. We'll be out of here within 45 minutes, and we're going to be working really hard today, keeping that heart rate up and trying to get a good cardio workout in as well. So it's going to be an awesome workout. I hope you guys are ready. Make sure you have your space, so wherever you are, just try and clear the area from things around you that you could potentially run into. You also want to make sure you have some water nearby. If you want to use any sort of weight for this or add any sort of resistance, feel free, but I'll be demonstrating all the moves with just body weight. So if that's all you want to use as well, that's perfectly fine. And other than that, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll also be keeping the time on my phone the whole time, so don't worry about timing anything at home, but I do recommend putting on your own playlist because I cannot provide music here. So go ahead, get your music started, find your space, and when you're ready, we're just going to start with our warm-up for the day, starting with just a nice slight jog, working up your ankles, your toes here, knees a little bit. All right, taking this into high knees, here we go. And butt kicks. So drag those heels all the way back. All right, bring it to jumping jacks. And we're going to cross those arms out in front now. So keeping the legs doing the same movement and just crossing the arms. All right, back to that jog. We're going to bring our feet in sync now and do some jump ropes. Bring it side to side. And forward and back. Side to side. And just in the middle again. All right, go ahead, slow it down. Basic body weight squat. Remembering that good form, so your heels are on the ground the whole time. You're bending at the knees and the hips, but you want to keep your back flat. You don't want to lean over with your torso so much, so you want to keep your chest upright. You don't want to be leaning. Chest is upright the whole time, maintaining that good posture in your spine. All right, we're going to add an oblique twist at the top. You'll see these later in the workout. Really getting that good twist in, elbow to knee here. All right, now we're just putting a kick on the top, taking out that twist. Just adding a forward kick. One more on each side. Awesome job. We're going to take it into some reverse lunges. So alternate each leg. Bringing that knee almost to the floor, but not quite touching it. Again, chest is up, back straight. One more on each leg. Nice job. We're going to do some hip swings just to open up our hips. So go forward and back. Try and balance on one leg the whole time. Do about 5 swings. If you need to touch your toe down in between forward and back, to regain your balance, that's fine. And go ahead and switch. We'll do about 5 big swings on the other side. All right, when you're ready, reaching up really tall here, coming down, alternating which toe we're touching. Each time, standing up really tall in the middle. All right, spread those feet out a little bit wider and do the same thing. All right, hold it at the top, drop to a T-stance, and we're switching. Opening up your shoulders and your chest here. All right, stand it back up tall, arm circles backwards. Once you've got the range of motion down, we are gonna speed it up just a little bit. Try and go a little bit wider. And bring them forward now. Make it a little bit wider. All right. So, as I'm explaining our first circuit, try and keep moving around a little bit just to keep your muscles loose and that blood flowing. We're starting today with a circuit that's going to have 3 movements in it. That's how our typical circuit for today is going to look. We're going to be doing each move for 30 seconds, followed by 30 seconds of rest, and we're doing 3 rounds total. So, 3 movements that we have in our first circuit. The first one, we have power jumping jacks. What that's going to look like, regular jump, but you're squatting down in the middle, bringing your arms to cross low and in front of you, and power to the top again. So, you're adding a narrow stance squat at the bottom, landing with your heels down, and landing with soft knees. These are just a little bit more explosive than regular jumping jacks. Try and keep your speed up the whole time though. Second move we have, just our regular ski jump. So you're gonna start opposite hand touching opposite foot with that curtsy lunge behind you, jumping and switching feet. So you wanna have a lot of space here so you can really explode laterally. So that's our second movement. We have the ski jumps. Third movement that we're doing, we're going to those squats with an oblique twist. We're keeping our speed up on these, keeping that pace up the whole time. So those are our first 3 movements, 30 seconds of each, 30 seconds of rest, and we're doing that 3 rounds total. Go ahead and get set. I'll start the timer here in about 5 seconds, starting with power jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So you're starting low and you're exploding up. If you can't do a narrow stance squat, then just bring your feet in less close to each other. Keep them a little bit further apart and squat like that. You can do it 5 more seconds of these, and then we have ski jumps. 2, 1, ski jumps. Here we go. So big jumps. Try and land strong. I know it might be a test of balance for the first couple. That's totally fine. Try and get the movement down, and then once you have it down, speed it up. You got this. Starting with a good amount of cardio today. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and 0. So squat with oblique twist and switch. Deep squat each time. Don't think that you can cheat yourself here because you have these twists at the top. Still gotta get that full squat in. You can do it. 5 seconds left. Big twists here. 1, 0, relax for 30. Grab some water if you need it. All right, keep moving if you can. 2 more rounds of that. We have about 10 seconds of rest, so go ahead and back to your mat. Get ready for round 2, starting with those power jumping jacks. 2, 1, let's go. Start low, explode tall. You can do this. If this is a little bit too difficult, just do your usual jumping jacks. If it's too easy, you can always hold a dumbbell in each hand. So keep that squat low and really explode through that jumping jack. All right, go ahead, switch to ski jumps. Here we go. Keep these quick. Pick up your speed a little bit. We have the movement down now. If you need to step through this, if this puts a little bit too much pressure on your joints, that's totally fine, but if you can jump through it, challenge yourself, go a little bit faster for these last 10 seconds. You can do it. All right, squats with the twist, here we go. Deep squat, full twist. You're twisting with both your elbow and your knee, but using the torso to drive it. Embrace your abs here. You can do it. Almost there. 2, 1, and 0. 30 seconds of rest. One more round here. Go ahead and walk it out for a little bit. All right, we have about 12 seconds left of rest. We're going into our last round. Push yourself really hard on this one. Pick that speed up if you can. You can do this. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Power jumping jacks. Let's go. Try and beat my speed. You can do it. Really low into really tall. Again, if you can't bring your feet all the way back together, just bring them back a little bit further apart. Try and get a little deeper squat. 5 seconds. And then we're doing ski jumps. All right, switch it up. Here we go. I really want you to push yourself on these. Beat my speed again. I think you can do it. You got this. Strong leap side to side. Make sure that back foot touches the ground each time. 5 seconds, push yourself. You can do it. All right, switch, last 30 with these squat twists. You can do this. Almost done with our whole first circuit. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Take your rest. Grab some water if you need. All right. Our next circuit is going off that same exact format. 3 moves, 30 seconds each, 30 seconds rest, 3 total rounds. We're gonna hit our legs pretty hard on this one. Our first move that we're doing, hop squat jumps. So you're jumping out, touching the ground with one hand, back together, touching the ground with the opposite hand. If you wanna make these a little harder, twist your feet at the top. So just increasing that range of motion a little bit. That's your first move. Either variation, it's up to you. Second move that we're doing, alternating side lunges. So starting in the middle, find your balance. You're exploding into one side lunge, exploding into the next. You want to go deep, but not so deep that you can't stand back up to the middle. So that's your second move. Third move that we're doing, we're holding a squat and we're switching curtsy lunge on each side. Notice how I'm never standing all the way up, staying low the whole time. I'm just transferring my weight from one leg to the next. That's your third move. So go ahead and get ready. We're gonna start in about 10 seconds. Starting with those pop squat jumps. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's start it up. So touch the ground with each hand, alternate the times. You can do this. If this is a little bit too intense, just break it down into a normal body weight squat, and then try and get right back into it if you can. You got this. Get your butt low each time. 3 seconds. All right, start in the middle, drop to one side, back to the middle, drop to the other side. So you have one leg that's doing the bending and really lowering that weight to the floor while your plant leg stays straight. Good work. 3 more seconds here. All right, hold that squat. Transfer curtsy lunge each side. You don't have to go fast on these. The important thing is that you're staying low, keeping the tension in your legs and in your butt the whole time. Feet are flat when you're in that squat position. Two seconds. 1, and you're done for the first set. 30 seconds of rest, then we'll have 2 more rounds of that. So we're really hitting our legs here. We'll transfer into a little bit more upper body here with our neck circuit, but don't be afraid to burn out your legs here. This pops going just like this. A little cross in those feet. Alternate each time. If you can't do that, no worries. Back to the original hop squat. Totally fine. Modify it however you need, however you can. The important thing is that you keep going. 2 more seconds. All right. Here we go with alternating side lunges. So again, making this a deep squat, almost like you're sitting back in a chair. You got this, less than 10. 3 seconds, and then we're doing our squats with our curtsy lunge. Start it up, here we go. Curtsy lunge, stay in that squat. Alternate curtsy lunge. Drop that knee down so it almost touches the floor in that lunge. You got this, less than 10. Finish strong here. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we have 1 more round of that, so get some water if you need. About 15 more seconds of rest. All right, 5 seconds. Last round of this. Hop squat jumps, here we go. And begin. So push yourself during this last round. You can add that foot cross at the top. Go for it. Making sure that squat is deep each time. You should barely even have to reach with your arm. It should really all just be in those hips and those knees, giving you that deep squat. 5 seconds. 2, 1. All right, side lunges, here we go. Try and go a little bit deeper this time. And then push off that bent foot or that bent leg back to the middle. All your weight to be transferring onto that bent leg. Your other leg is just your stabilizer here. 3 seconds. All right, hold that squat and alternate that curtsy lunge. Keep that chest up. Keep looking forward. Keep that butt low. Keeping those knees almost touching the floor at each lunge. You can do this. Hold it out. Last 5 seconds. 2, 1, 0. Ooh, nice job. All right, I'm gonna explain the next circuit as you take a rest. We're going a little bit more into core, upper body here. Our first movement, we have a little bit of a combo move. So we're gonna be in our high plank position, 2 shoulder taps, 2 plank jacks, and you're just repeating that for 30 seconds. It's gonna look like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Core is tight the whole time. Second movement that we're doing, we're gonna be in our crab position. We have a tricep dip, and then you're reaching across with each arm. So it's gonna look like this. Hips start up, about a foot off the ground. Tricep dip, reach, reach. You're repeating that for 30 seconds. That's your second move. Our third move for the circuit, we're just doing elbow, elbow, hand, hand, or push up to plank. So whatever you want to call it. You're just going from plank position into that push up high plank position. Keep that going for 30 seconds. If you need to do it on your knees, that's okay. All right, so starting with those shoulder taps and plank jacks, go ahead and get in your high plank position. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. 2 shoulder taps, 2 plank jacks. Try and not let your body rock too much with those shoulder taps. Tighten up your core. Engage your abs. You can do it. Less than 10. All right, go ahead, switch into that crab position. Fingers facing your heels. You're dipping. Crossbody, reaching with each arm. And repeat. You want to feel that tension when you're dipping, and then spring right back up. So you're just bending your elbows a little bit here. If you have a stair you want to use or a chair to tricep dip on, go ahead and use that. All right, switching to push up to plank for our last 30 seconds. Here we go. So from your elbows to your hands, trying to not let your hips rock from side to side too much. Stabilize with your core. You can do it. 10 more seconds, that's all. That's just a few reps. All right, relax. 30 seconds of rest here. We have 2 more rounds of that. On this next round, try and increase your speed just a little bit for each movement. So those shoulder taps and those plank jacks, those push up to planks, just kicking into drive a little bit more, give it a little bit more power. Starting with those shoulder taps and plank jacks. 3, 2, 1, here we go. You got this. 2 taps, 2 plank jacks. Less than 10 seconds left. You got this. All right, switch into that crab position. Tricep dip, 2 reaches. Hold those hips up high when you're reaching. Don't let them sag too much here. You got this. 3 seconds. All right, push up to planks. A little bit more power here. Try and get a few more reps in. If you want to, count your reps. Counting your reps is a good way to track how intense you're going. And you compare each set. 30 seconds. And relax. Ooh, okay, we have one more round of that. You need to grab some water, do that now. Shake it out a little bit. If anything's feeling tight, loosen it up. One more round of that circuit. Then we have one more circuit with that same style. And then a finisher, and we're done. 5 more seconds. Back into your high plank position. All right, last round. Here we go. Pick it up. You got it. Give it your all this round. You got this. Already halfway done this first movement. It's flying by. Three more seconds. All right, crab position. Tricep dip in those 2 reaches. You got this. Hips up high, dip, reach, reach, and repeat. Engaging the core the whole time, especially to hold those hips up. Rocking all of your weight into the arm that's holding you on these reaches. 2 seconds. All right, push up to plank for last 30. Try and beat your reps. Get more reps than what you just counted. Kick that intensity up a little bit. Elbows to hands. Keep it going the whole time. Don't forget to breathe. Last 5 seconds, you got this. And relax. Whew. Okay, so our last circuit, using this same style, we're gonna target our abs a little bit here. We're gonna keep our heart rate up. We're adding some cardio in too. The first move that we're doing a slow mountain climber with each leg right into a burpee, and you're adding a little hop at the top of that burpee. So it's gonna look like this. 1 leg, 2 leg, burpee up, and repeat. So try and take a full second to pull each knee in for those mountain climbers. You don't want it to be a sprint. You want your burpee to be the sprint here, and you want your mountain climbers to be controlled. That's your first movement. Second movement that we're doing, going onto our backs, we're doing a lying bicycle crunch. So you're starting with your feet off the ground, opposite elbow to opposite knee, switching each time, getting that twist in your obliques. Third movement that we're doing a boat hold, straight legs. So locking out those knees, we're taking our arms and we're just rowing them back and forth for 30 seconds. So bringing those elbows back, keeping them close to your sides, drawing them back as far as you can. We're gonna hit our abs really hard on this one, but we're starting out with that explosive cardio movement. So 2 slower mountain climbers with 1 explosive burpee. Go ahead and get set. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So drag each knee in. Quick hop up to a burpee and right back to it. Using your abs to pull those knees in each time. You got this, 5 seconds. All right, bicycles. Down on your back, lifting up your head and neck a little bit. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Get that full twist in. Make sure that your knees are coming all the way in and then straightening all the way back out again. Full twist, 2 more seconds. All right, straighten out those legs. We're doing our boat hold, drawing your elbows back, keeping them really close to your sides. Tighten your core here. Your body should be making a V shape right now, and it's all being held by your abs. 2 more seconds here, and relax. All right, 30 seconds of rest, and then we're going right back into it when we have 2 more rounds of this, then a finisher, and then that's it. So, grab some water if you need. I know I definitely needed it after that. All right, we have about 5 seconds to go ahead and get set for those mountain climber burpees. 2, 1, and begin. Drive each knee in, quick hop, right back down to it. That burpee should be really fast, really explosive. If they weren't explosive the first round, fix that now, you can do it. If you have some sort of injury or your joints don't really agree with the burpee, just walk through it. Dropping down into bicycles, here we go. Embracing those abdominal muscles, twisting each time, and lengthening out that opposite leg. You can do it. 5 more seconds here. All right, straighten those legs, straighten that back, and we're drawing our arms back. So your torso and your legs both held at about a 45-degree angle right now. If this is too hard, drop your feet down and just hold your midsection at a 45-degree angle. But if you can, keep this going. 2 seconds, 1, and relax. 30 seconds of rest. And then we have 1 more round of that. So catch your breath, grab some water. So close to being done. Don't give up yet. You've made it so far. We have about 10 seconds. Go ahead and get set back up into those mountain climbers of the burpee. Now really give your all this time. After you drive those knees in, you want to explode into that burpee. All right, and here we go, last round. 2 slow mountain climbers, quick burpee, right back down. You got this. Our last round of this circuit. Just keep telling yourself that. If it starts getting hard, just tell yourself it's the last time we're doing this today. Last chance you have to push yourself as hard as you can. 2 seconds. All right, bicycles, here we go. Keeping those feet right above the floor. Straighten and bend, straighten and bend. We have about 15 seconds left, that's it. Three seconds. All right, boat hold, here we go. 45-degree angle at both your legs and your torso. Pulling your arms right by your sides. You can do this. Straighten out those legs, keeping your abs tight here. Breathe through it. 3, 2, 1, 0. Whew. All right, awesome job. So close to being done. We have one last finisher for today. What it's gonna be, you have 10 reps of 3 different movements. I'm gonna set my clock for 1.5 minutes, and your goal is to just get through as many rounds as possible in that time. So if you're into CrossFit, some people call this an AMRAP, which stands for as many reps as possible. It's basically what we're doing, or as many rounds as possible. Your 3 movements, you're gonna have 10 mountain climbers. 1 rep is considered both your left and your right foot together. So I'm gonna count that out so you can see what it looks like really quick. So here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So again, 1 rep is both left and right knee coming in. Second movement you have are 10 half leg lifts. So instead of coming all the way up, you're just coming up halfway and lowering almost all the way to the ground. You have 10 reps of these leg lifts. Then your last movement for the round is 10 Russian twists. Similar to the mountain climbers, 1 rep is considered both left and right. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. So just think you have to do it on both sides for it to count as a rep. All right, as a refresher, 10 mountain climbers, 10 leg lifts, going halfway, 10 Russian twists, and you're just going back through that as many times as you can for 1.5 minutes. So this is your 1.5 minutes, this is your finisher, this is your challenger right here. Make it your own. If you came here today to challenge yourself, to push yourself, which I hope you did, then use this time now to do just that. All right, here we go. Make this your own, give it your all. Most of all, just make yourself proud for doing the workout today. We're starting out with mountain climbers, and I'll try and speak through the first round just to give you guys a refresher. 1.5 minutes, that's all. Here we go, and begin. So 10 mountain climbers, count your own reps here. Once you hit 10 of those, we're going into 10 leg lifts. So you're going at your own pace, so don't let me make you feel rushed, or if you're ahead of me, don't let me pull you back. And then 10 Russian twists to finish it, keeping those legs up. Keeping that full twist in on these. All right, going right back to the start once you're done, wherever you are. Push yourself. You're almost at 1 minute. Try and make it through it one more time. Give it your all. You only have about 20 more seconds left. That's it. Three, 2, 1. All right. So now that you just gave it your all on that one, we're going to do that same exact thing for just 1 more minute. So I'll give you about a 10-second rest period here. Starting from the top, same exact style. Try and get through as much as you can in 1 minute. 10 mountain climbers, 10 leg lifts, 10 Russian twists. 3, 2, 1. All right, I promise you this is the last minute of work today. Push yourself. Mountain climbers, leg lifts, Russian twists. 10 of each. Keep going through it until this minute is done. You're almost halfway there already. Speed it up a little bit. You've got this. Tight core wherever you are right now. Keep going. Wait about 15 more seconds. That's it. Finish strong wherever you are. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and 0. Whew. All right, awesome job. If you made it through that whole thing, that's awesome. Be proud of yourself. We're gonna do a quick cool down now, and then we're done for the day. So stand up tall, reach up really tall, inhale, and on your exhale, just forward fold it over. Try and touch your toes. And then roll back up, inhale, and exhale, roll forward. Try and touch your toes. And inhale up again. So we're spreading our feet a little bit, doing what we did in the beginning, alternating toe touch. Try and slow it down here and match this with the breathing pattern. So maybe inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. All right, hold it up here, dropping into a side lunge and pulling one arm across your chest. So stretching upper and lower body. Go ahead, grab that same arm. Stretch your tricep out by pulling it down behind your head. And switching to the other side, pulling that other arm across. Nice deep side lunge here. And up behind your head. All right, we're gonna switch here into a forward lunge stretch. Try and make it pretty deep here, so we call this a runner's lunge. Go ahead, try and place your hands near that front foot and straighten that knee out as far as you can without feeling any sort of discomfort. You just want to feel stretch. Back down into that runner's lunge. Go ahead and switch. Hold it for a few and then straighten out that leg. Back into that runner's lunge and up. We're gonna finish with full body circles. So you're starting up, slowly dropping down on one side, making a circle, coming up on the other. We're gonna do it again on the other side here. We're gonna do one more on each side of your own pace to finish off today's cool down and workout. All right, thank you all so much for joining me today, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching in the future. So that's also a good note to just remind you all that all of these workouts are stored on our YouTube page. So if you like today's workout and you want to do it again ever, it will be here on the YouTube page for you. I teach every Monday at 4:30 p.m. and I also teach Wednesdays on campus, outside, Wednesdays at 9 o'clock a.m. So if you're on campus here at Athens, try and sign up for that. Make it to a class. They're a lot of fun. Otherwise, thank you all so much for joining today. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for more. Bye, guys.